So a quick review about the system. The Gen 24 10 kilo with about 70 kilowatts solar panel and different position. They are put on the panel. About 9 kilowatts is to the east, south, and 2.5 to south, and about 5 to another west, I think it is. So the orientation of the panel, it's not the best, but I cannot do another settings to that. So yeah, so maybe I don't get 70 kilowatts from the solar panel. I get maybe 11, 12 or something like that, and a lucky day. So Gen 24 Fronius, high voltage all the way up to 800 volts. What is working with this battery? This is have at 400 volts when it's full up and 320 when it's discharged. The battery minus, plus before the contactor, because they have two contactor, the Tesla, and that's helped to prevent the energy to going from the battery to the motor or the engine of the rest of the car, and they turn off and on. It's also happening when you put the car to a charging point or charging in your home. You can also hear a clutch, like it's like this one, for example. You can see now I'm working. Yeah, you hear it. Boom, boom. You can switch it manually from this shunt or automatically. This is the relay what should make this sound. The relay, it should be with the economizer, otherwise it get very warm, and all the things which make it that shouldn't take mini shunts. What is the only one what I find it it's working all the way up to 400 volts. And this you have a settings what you can choose, the low voltage and the over voltage. In my case, low voltage it's 320 and the over voltage is 400. So I put in that setting on, and when the voltage to the battery is coming through to the 320, so she turn off the system. She cut this cable. You can see this red one is the plus, it's coming over there, and this make the connection between this and going down to the inverter. The inverter, it's a hybrid one, and what I made it, I cheated a little bit, so I put in the inverter together with the solar panel. So the inverter actually is thinking she have sun 24/7. You can see you have this space for battery and battery minus, but I don't put them yet because I don't find the solution to communicate it with the battery, so the inverter can manage the charging and discharging of the battery. I'm still working with that. That's where I buy some Sonoff, cheap one. I find a guy what she get some hacking point to that Sonoff where they can connect it with the CAN bus and communicate it and start it. I don't know yet how, but I will maybe figure out. Normally Tesla have inbuilt it into the car. You know, you see I get this one up from over there, a relay to switch turn off and on. When I put on this one, it's get very warm, about 90 degrees, and I tried with different ampere, with different voltage. The closest one, it was 12 volts and 1000 milliampere. What is don't get warmed, and she close and open easily. The things it's a big problem because I think they have a built-in economizer, you know, that what I was talking to you, economizer, what it's helped that contactor to don't get warm, because as soon you put them together with this cable, you know, and it's get power from it. I don't know, sometimes I get 11 kilowatts from the battery. It's get very warm and it's dangerous to burn it. So I take it off and I put them a new one, about $80. This one, with the economizer, and I don't know, $20 euro the fuse, and this it's cost about 30-40 euro. So altogether 150 euro, I think. And this one, it's don't get warm. It's 21 degrees always, and it's make the stuff like it should do. Just to be safe, it's close and open the battery, so they don't get discharged and don't get overcharged. I already done it 3 times, discharging down to one times to 170 and the other one to 260, something like that. I was scared about it. The batteries get damaged, but not. What I study, Tesla give a guarantee to about 10,000 times discharging. So I don't think it will be a problem 2 or 3 times. You need to take care about the fuse. You see that fuse, it can be burned when she crushed the car, just to don't split the current to another one, to another one. And you can change it by yourself to put them a normal fuse like this one, and to make a copper coil between them. The only things you need to do is to choose a fuse with more than 50-60 ampere, something like that. Another stuff it is, I put in a cooling system. I use the old pipe from the battery, and I all the way up to the motor where it's coming also on some pipe, and then tape it up. And I fill up this up with the cooling agent to engine, to normal one, a cheap one. And what you can see, I don't get more than right now it's 14 degrees, but you can see I have a sensor into the battery here, and never reach more than 21 degrees. I charge this battery with a solar panel, so when somehow it's going to the PV point, and from the PV point in parallel with the battery, and that furnace find out when it should get to the house and how many watts or kilowatts to get to the house, and the rest, if it's something left from the solar panel, it's sending to the battery. The highest charging kilowatt what is going to the battery, I think I have seen it was about 15 kilowatts, and the highest power what I discharge the battery, I think I get it with about 17 kilowatts. And another things what you need to do, and you should have it to that battery to work it and to be easy, it's to get that kind of anti-reverse diode. You see, I have it also 2 over here. Yeah, and that's help and prevent to the current it's going only one way. I know many, they will say, yeah, but they already have the solar panel. No, they don't have it. Most of the solar panel, they have just a bypass diode and not anti-reverse diode. Because what I figured out to my first video, it was the battery can send the power back when, for example, in the night time. So if then in the night time to the solar panel it was lower the voltage that the battery have it, so it's going about 1-2 kilowatts per night down to the solar panel. So it was working like a radiator. Not like a real radiator, but it was missing a little bit of power. So to prevent that, use an anti-reverse diode, so the current is not going back to the cable on the night time. So I don't know what to say. For me it's safe enough. I don't recommend to make that settings if you don't have a minimal knowing about electricity. This is a 400 volts DC can burn you out, and it's no way to to be alive again if you touch plus with minus. So I'm not a professional one, and I don't recommend to make it if you don't know what you do. I just show like I have done it by myself, but